And this is another session. This is session number 2. Actually, session 1. Man, let me do this again. Hi, everybody. I'm Max of Original Box Set, and I'm over here on Rema Alternis hanging out with some of my good friends. We got Hellslayers tonight. This is episode 1. Demons on Mars. Oh, sorry, I forgot to say Hellslayer, because you got to do it that way. And this is episode 1. We had a session 0 last week. Some rules have definitely changed. Clifton has had a chance to play around with it, and so we're super excited to see what happens next. We have Francis joining with us today, and the rest of the crew has joined back, so I'm going to hand it over to Clifton so he can move forward with this.
Hey, thank you, and welcome again to Hellslayers. Welcome back. We're going to be... Last time we went through essentially covering the rules and some character creation, and then went through the intro mission, which is a little bit of a softball mission for you to get started without getting wiped out, which you actually rather handily survived.
Almost.
It was a little dicey, I think, at least one point there. So yeah, now it's time to take off the kid gloves and throw you into the meat grinder with a real mission. And for that, though, you've also been granted some additional help. We have another player joining us. So welcome, Francis.
Hello.
Glad to have you with us. And I guess we'll dive right in with character creation here, because Francis will need a character.
It does generally help. Yeah.
Yeah. So going through character creation is pretty quick here, so we should be able to get rolling fairly swiftly here. First step is to choose your MOS. You have the choice of Grunt, Scout, Medic, or Engineer. If you wanted to fill out the missing role in the team, Scout would be the option to take, but don't feel restricted to that. You can pick whichever one you want.
Scout. Which one's that? What ability do they have?
They have abilities involving moving around, finding things. Let's see. Let me pull up the Scout sheet. Okay, so agility is your MOS trait, which starts at +1. Pretty useful. You might start out with armor upgrades or energy shield or maybe a drone. The powers are things like a cybernetic tactical computer, cyber legs, cyber arm grapple launchers, cyber skin, a cloaking field, cybernetic eyes. Those are all possible things you might start with. They're pretty cool. All the MOSs start with a pistol with 20 bullets, light combat armor, which gives you a D4 for your armor rolls, a helmet, which just has an integrated radio and visor with the tactical heads-up display, one ration pack, and then you get to roll once on your equipment table for your MOS, and then once on your power table for your MOS to see what you start with.
Okay, yeah, I'll go Scout.
Okay, so yeah, go ahead and mark your agility as +1. Traits go from -3 up to plus whatever. And they're what you modify the D20 roll that involves the trait on a test. Agility is used for defense rolls and for most attack rolls. So now you need to select your terrible trait, essentially your Achilles heel, your weakness. One of the other traits that is not your agility is going to be your downfall, your tragic flaw, your terrible trait. And that one's going to be at -1.
Okay, there's no charisma. It's going to have to be strength, because it makes no sense for a recon to... I mean, they're out front.
Yeah, it makes sense. It means you're going to do less damage in melee.
Can't be present, so yeah, it's going to have to be strength.
Yeah, it means you're going to do less damage. Yep, you'll be doing less damage in melee with that. That's sort of the biggest issue with the crappy strength. But You have the option to min-max, which means you can drop your terrible trait all the way down to -3, in exchange raising your MOS trait, which would be agility, to +2. Might not be
Yeah.
worth it, but
No.
maybe it will be if you really want to get the chance to bump up your agility even more.
Yeah, no, we'll yeah, no.
Okay, so your terrible trait's a plus or -1. That's your strength. Your agility is your MOS trait. That's at a +1. Now you can add a +1 to any of your traits that is not your terrible trait. So you could bring one of your other ones that are currently at a 0 to a +1, or you could bump your agility to a +2.
Presence is essentially generic mental attribute. Yes.
Yeah, it's generally used for technical tasks, also for searching. It's also which
Yeah.
comes into play sometimes with like if psychic powers get involved, but none of you have any of those.
I figure it's going to handle perception, and recon need to be perceptive, so I'll go with presence.
That's a good call. All right, now you've got your traits settled. You can go ahead and roll a d6 to see what extra equipment you start with.
A 5.
5. It's an energy shield.
Joy.
So the energy shield's pretty cool. You can essentially overcharge your energy shield in order to take a painful success on a defense roll without any other consequences.
Oh yeah, this needs power, doesn't it? And I've got to hope that some of the monsters that we're going to be killing have got batteries up their butts.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay,
so
yeah, I remember.
It can only be used to defend against a ranged attack, and once it's used, it has to be reignited. You have to make a presence roll to do that. If on a failure, it's going to have to be recharged, but you can take damage from an electric shock for painful success if you'd rather do that and
Okay.
Sort of reignite your shield. So it can be recharged with a power pack or in between missions.
Okie dokie.
Now go and roll a d6 for your starting scout power.
I got another 5. I think I see roll 20 still as busted as hell.
That would be the cloaking field. Essentially gives you automatic success on stealth rolls and -2 to the difficulty rating on defense tests. You can even use stealth when there's no cover, but after 10 rounds of use, it has to be recharged before it can be used again. You can activate it or deactivate it with an action. And since it's your first time joining us, I'll just remind you and everyone that you basically get 2 actions per round, which you can use to make a number of attacks based on your weapon that you're using, or move, or essentially do anything that requires a test for the most part. Except for defense rolls, don't take actions.
Okay.
So next, mark down your hit points, which are 8 plus or minus your toughness, which I think is going to be 8 then. And record that you have 2 badass points.
And I have D4 armor, correct?
Yep, your armor's D4.
Okay.
And just to remind everyone, you can spend badass points whenever you want. It allows you to do max damage if you successfully hit. It allows you to re-roll any dice roll, even a fumble. It allows you to take minimum damage instead of rolling for damage when you get hit on a failed defense roll. Or you can spend it to essentially get a second wind and take D6 healing, D6 hit points and healing. It's also
Okay.
worth noting that there is you have a certain number of gear slots for stuff that you can carry. Your armor and your helmet don't take any up. I think your ration pack does, and your pistol. Your cloaking field does not.
What about my energy shield? Does that?
Energy shield does, yes.
Okay, so my
And
pistol, my ration pack, and my energy shield. So I have two left.
yep. So that's the other major drawback of having a lower strength. But I think you guys have a pack horse drone now, right? So that they can carry stuff for you.
That is correct. We have Jack. Yes, the drone has the name, the character does not.
All right, then I guess the last step for character creation would be to give your character a name or a handle. Or if you just want to go by your MOS title, Scout, that's it's up to you. And on the Roll20 table, let me know which of these unclaimed tokens you would like to choose for your character.
Which of the unclaimed, the top or the bottom?
The bottom row that don't have any names on them.
Okay. We'll go with the guy on the far right-hand side.
That one?
Yes.
All right, let me set it up so you can move it. What's your character's name or handle?
Leech. Figured I'd go easy on you with the first one, Glyph.
All right, there we go. Let me know if you can move it around.
Yep.
There we go. Cool. All right, so with that, we're all ready to go. You have the new raw recruit joining you, filling out the team. So you've got all 4 of the MOSs covered now. So that's nice. And it isn't long before you're about to be thrown into the meat grinder yet again. And you're called into the briefing chamber for another mission. In the briefing, they let you know that you're being sent to Mars. There is some sort of industrial terraforming and construction site that apparently found or encountered something strange, and they started researching it, and they've lost contact with them since. So, based on previous logs, they believe that there is some sort of a demonic or alien entity that has become awakened at the site and has taken the place overrun it. Your mission is to go and defeat that monster, whatever it is. So, your mission objective is to kill the boss.
Yay.
So I'm trying to pull up my other screen here.
The pistol counts toward our load, right?
It does, yep.
But the ammo does not.
Yeah, bullets don't count, neither do shells. Rockets and grenades do.
Right.
Power
Okay.
packs?
Power packs do.
That's what I thought. Just making sure.
Looks like I closed it on accident. Here we go. Yes, the primary mission objective is to terminate the boss, which you'll find in the final objective room of the mission. There will be 2 sections to this. You have to make your way through the first section to get to the second one, and then that's where you'll find your target. You're being deployed by a drop pod, which is going to breach the hangar of the station on Mars, which is the only exposed section. The rest of it's sort of buried in underground underneath a rock, sort of underground facility, basically. And that's basically all you got. You're allowed to gather your equipment, decide what you're bringing with you. But you have very little time before you need to go ahead and get strapped into your drop pod. They're going to drop you off from space, and this thing's going to slow itself down and essentially breach the building. You're not quite sure what that means, but you're about to find out.
I'm pretty sure it means this is going to be horrible. Again.
I've never been on something like this, so Lieutenant Kit has no idea what breaching means. But I would like to mention the equipment that I'm going to carry with me is 1 nanomedical bots. We still have 1 dose of that left. Yay, it was very super helpful last game. I will be carrying a med kit and my pistol, and that's it. Oh wait, unless somebody else is going to carry a med kit, because that would be awesome.
Yeah, we have the 2 of them. So.
Sweet, yeah. Actually, no, we have a total of 3 med kits right now and 2 stim packs. Should we bring one of the stim packs?
Probably.
Okay, so if you carry one of the stim packs and the med kit, then I'll bring the nanobots and my gun.
I'll mention on air. There's been a rules change. The way I had initially written the med packs, in practice, it made them too reusable. So we've adjusted the rules on those, so they're much more likely to run out of supplies.
So we'll bring all 3. I have a pack horse drone for a reason.
The stim packs get used up when you use them. There's no roll required. But they don't heal as much.
I will put that they are on Jack. Unless you want to write it down that it's 3 med kits and 2 stim packs that are on Jack. But I'll hang on to the nanobots myself. Does my combat drug injector take a slot or a load gear slot?
Yes, it does.
Okay, so it's just then I'm carrying the nanobots, my gun, and the injector, and that's all I got. I can't carry anymore. Don't ask more of me. That's all Lieutenant Kit handle.
You min-maxed your strength down to -3, didn't you?
But I am an accurate shot. Ask these 2 guys. I hit everything I shot at.
Yeah, lots of walls for sure.
Meanwhile, Grunt's over here with a total of 8 gear slots, and he's only carrying 3 things. So he's doing all right.
All right, so you've all got your gear ready, your pack horse drone that's loaded up into the center of the pod with you. You strap in and you're dropped from the spaceship that's orbiting Mars. You don't really get a view outside of the pod, so it's just a bunch of... it starts to get really warm, and there's a lot of turbulence, and then there's a lot of sort of slamming around, and you hear thrusters go off, and... sort of a loud, distorted voice says, breaching in 10, 9, 8.
Accelerate to hell, going down.
And you can feel quite a few G's of deceleration.
Kiddos.
And then there's a loud chunk as you crash into something rather loudly. Shortly before the countdown ends. And then there's another sort of loud but somewhat muffled poof of an explosion, which rattles the drop pod. And then Then the hatch, sort of in the center of it, swings down and open. Your pack horse drone drops in, and your harnesses unlatch, allowing you to sort of drop down into wherever it is you've been dropped off. And with that, we'll, I guess you get a overall map you can see. Let me copy your tokens here.
Lieutenant Kidd is struggling with his seatbelt. He has also dropped his gun, which is now slid across the floor. He doesn't know why he had his gun out. He was probably checking to make sure there was bullets in it or something. And now as he's trying to unbuckle himself, he's going, "It's supposed to finish the countdown before things happen. It's supposed to finish the countdown. Why didn't it finish the countdown?"
Grunt's going to go ahead and walk over and pick up the gun and just almost but not quite condescendingly drop it in Kit's lap. And he's going to, can he make a check to just grab Kit's seatbelt and just yank it to break it?
You don't have to make a check.
All right, he's going to do exactly that then. He's not going to bother with the buckle. He's just going to snap the cord and just...
And if you're doing that,
time to go rip and tear.
as you're doing that, and the lieutenant's having a mini meltdown because the computer guidance is slightly off. Your new scout, he's just standing in the corner, and he's just sort of shaking. There's a dejected look on his face, and he's sort of shaking his head. And he's wondering to himself, what in God's name did I do to get saddled with this bunch of jamokes?
Hey, we survived the first mission.
That's a good question.
speaking
What
of-
did you do?
New guy, you want a crowbar? We have an extra.
It's true, we do.
Yeah, sure, crowbar. Yeah.
And Grunt's gonna pop his cyber blades just for a second. I got these shiny new toys. Don't need no crowbar at this point.
Well, they took my knife and my rifle from me when I came aboard, so yeah, sure, I'll grab a crowbar.
Yeah, Grunt will go ahead and just toss him a crowbar.
I take it that takes a load point or equipment
Yep.
point or whatever.
It does.
That means that Grunt's load is down to 2.
Yep, you get 1 attack per action with a crowbar. It does D8 damage, plus, or in your case, minus your strength.
And you can use it to open doors.
All right, as you each drop into this area, it's sort of fairly dark, but not completely dark. There's auxiliary lights that are on, bathing the area in a sort of dim amber light. You can see that there are a couple of small local shuttlecraft that are parked here in this hangar. They've apparently breached the ceiling through the ceiling. There's a couple other sort of office type areas nearby. Some crates here and there. The area is it's a small room, but it counts as cluttered.
Any bloodstains?
There are in fact some bloodstains, and you can see also that you are not alone here. There are in fact some humanoid forms who sort of are shambling around. They kind of look like they might be humans, except that they also look kind of nasty and dead, and they have red glowing eyes.
Grunt's gonna go ahead and pop his cyber arms, or sorry, cyber blades. And he's gonna just point to the no longer human things and look at the rest of the guys and say, "Boys, you ready?"
I shoot him.
All right, now
Excellent. Grunt's gonna go
Sorry.
running. Sorry,
well-
Grunt's gonna go running towards the zombie. It's the not quite human things.
I will mention in a room that is cluttered or confined, so this room is considered cluttered, you do have the option to use stealth. which there's really no benefit to stealthing in this encounter, but just thought I'd bring it up as an option that might come up if you
I'm
want to
not
take some
sure.
extra actions or position yourselves or do some looting before you fight.
Oh, see, now you said the magic word.
Oh, I'm already shooting. There's targets. I got this great shiny plasma rifle. I haven't got a test yet.
All right, okay. Let's start killing some stuff.
All right, so I got to move you to the room so you can see it.
Yeah.
There we go.
There we
So
go.
this is
That's
a
what I like to see.
this is a small room, so it means there's only 2 zones. There are a total of 5 zombies, one of which looks maybe a little bit bigger and it's a bit more glowy. Seems to drip this various dark fluid off of itself. It doesn't quite look like blood.
Grunt wants to be right there.
All right, so since it's not an ambush situation, you guys go first. So yeah,
Excellent.
Grunt, you want to take the lead on this? You can take a move action to move into the zone with all the zombies.
Sweet.
Sounds
I'm gonna move right there.
dangerous.
I mean, this is the grunt you're talking about. And as far as attacking, am I limited to attacking just vertical and horizontal, or can I attack diagonal as well?
You can attack anything within your zone.
Right. Sorry, I forgot. You are right. Right. Thank you.
So melee attacks must be made within the same zone as your target. One zone away from that is considered short range, I think, or no, medium range. Another zone away is long range.
He's gonna make a couple of melee attacks against big guy right here. So that's
right.
a D8 plus. Sorry, D8 is. See, 2 weeks. 2 weeks, and I've already forgotten some of this stuff.
It's a D20.
Right, D20. Okay, D20 to attack, and I get
It's a DR12.
and I got an 11. Is that plus anything?
Agility.
Plus agility, right? So I got a 12 exactly.
So that means you get a crit and do max damage.
Nice. All right, so that's D8 plus 2. So that's 10 damage. Or sorry, D8 plus. Yep, 2. So that is 10 damage. And then is the boss still alive? Am I hitting him again?
So they have 6 hit points where Ruined Armor Vest reduces damage by 1. So that's definitely enough to one-shot this thing.
Nice. All right. So Grunt he runs up right into the middle of this crowd of critters, and he just whips out one of his cyber blades and just backhands it right across that guy's neck. Just, I'm making breakfast, boys.
And you have more than one attack with that, right?
I do. I get 2 attacks per action. He's going to go ahead and attack this guy next. So the guy
go ahead and make another attack roll.
All right. That unfortunately misses. I'm going to leave that as a miss. I learned my lesson about...
You don't want to let the zombie take a bite out of you in order to get your hit in?
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good. Thanks.
Okay. All right. You all get to go before the monsters do. So there's 4 zombies left. Who wants to go next?
Oh, shoot. Okay, go on, you go.
All right.
All right, my first shot misses with a 10.
What are you firing with?
The plasma rifle.
Okay.
Side note, for the folks who haven't played this before, for you new guys, a painful success is indeed genuinely painful most of the time. Just FYI. We learned that last time. We very much learned that.
Now, with the plasma rifle, you get, 3 shots per action?
That is correct. My second shot hits with 15, so it would be a D10 damage.
Nice.
All right.
Only 5.
So it has 1 armor reduction, so it takes 4. But it's still standing.
Well, it takes another 3 points, so 2. So
That is just enough to drop it. Seems like it doesn't want to go down, but finally has to listen to the reason, or at least the plasma blast take it down. 3 left. And that was just 1 action,
Okay.
I think.
yeah, I think that's all for now. I'm gonna make sure my rifle is running optimally.
All right, Leech, you wanted to go as well?
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot at this guy.
All right. You aim your pistol at a zombie and start opening fire.
I got a 15 on my first one, a D6 damage on me.
Yep. You get 2 attacks per action with the pistol.
Yeah. So that first attack does 6 damage.
All right, that is almost enough to drop it in 1 shot, but not quite.
And then I hit on the second one. And I do 3 damage.
And your second shot finishes it off. It drops to the ground. That was only 1 action, even though you got 2 attacks. Do you want to keep shooting?
What happened to the second guy that got melee attacked? Is one of these 2 zombies wounded?
It's been dropped. It was missed. He hit one of them and killed it, and then he missed the other one and didn't do any damage, and then it got gunned down by somebody. So yeah,
Okay.
none of the zombies that are left have been wounded yet, other than whatever it was that turned them into zombies.
Okay, well, in that case, I will fire up another zombie. I got a 12, which is a crit.
Well, you add your agility to the roll.
Yeah, I am. I'm adding it into the equation into.
Oh, okay. Then yes, that is a crit. You do max damage, which is 6. Again,
Yes.
with their armor, it's not quite enough to take it down in 1 shot, so you'll have to keep shooting to finish it off.
And a 15 on my second shot. And 5 damage.
All right, the headless corpse of the zombie drops to the ground. You've used all your actions, and yeah, it was a pretty accurate fire.
That was also a lot of bullets.
Wasn't as bad as Lieutenant's first run.
All right,
Yeah, that's true.
so I don't think Tech has taken any actions.
Lieutenant's the last one up.
I'm ready to rock and roll. All right, so I'm going to shoot my pistol with. Let's just do this. Slash roll D20, and I just add my agility.
Yes.
There's also a, or you could do that.
Well, that definitely hits.
A 22.
There's also an icon on the upper left-hand corner of the screen map. Kit, where you can click on that D20 and it'll bring out a chart of dice, and you can click on the die you want to roll.
Now I can click into the chat window, push the up arrow key, and hit enter, and redo the exact same roll.
Ooh, I see what you're doing there.
Yep, pre-setting up. So, and also it throws the graphic around the screen, and that kind of looks cool. So now for my D6.
If you put text in there, it'll actually put it in as well, so it's kind of handy.
That's 4 damage reduced
Yes.
to 3. And then your second shot, is that what the next roll is for?
Sure, that was a test to show what I was doing, but I'm more than happy to take that because both of them will hit.
All right. Go ahead and roll damage.
And the follow-up is a 5.
And that finishes it off. Looks like you have
So
cleared all the enemies from that are in this area at least.
So the lieutenant gets out of the pod, kind of shaken. He's got a handful of bullets. He's got the pistol in the other hand. He's looking at the clip. He pulls the trigger a couple of times. It makes a bunch of clicking, and then he realizes he didn't load the clip before he got in. So he pulls the chamber back, shoves a bullet in, and then shoots while still holding on to some. Pulls the chamber back again, shoots again. Like, hey guys, look, I hit in the head twice. What is the chances? This is so great. I just got to carry my bullets with me and load them one at a time. I'll hit so much more.
But the dude's like 10 meters away. You're supposed to be hitting at that range. Okay. I'm going to look around the room.
This is a lot better than what I used to do in college.
All right. So yeah, searching the room over, there's like I said, there's some crates around. You don't see any further signs of enemy contacts. Do you want to search for loot?
Now wait a second. Before we search for loot, before we do this, Leech, please tell. I'm sorry. What was your presence again? What did you take for that?
For what, sorry?
For your presence stat, what did you take for that?
+1.
Okay. All right.
Some people aren't allowed to search because their negative is too high, and it skews it to bad things happen.
And some people aren't allowed to search because they just can't.
Yeah, well, searching.
A scout or recon guy should be able to do two things. One, spot shit. Two, shoot shit. Agility and presence. Bob's your uncle.
I think we should have the scout search the room.
Yeah, so looting the room, it's a presence roll, takes an action. We're not in combat, so you can basically take however many actions you want.
Sorry, Tack.
It's a difficulty 12 presence roll. Actually, it's a 16 in this room because there's less loot in the entrance room. Normally it's a 12, but it's +4 DR in this. So if you fail, then you can take the painful success option, which means you still find something, but there's no more loot here. If you fail
roll as many times as I want and just fail.
Well, the way it works basically is you keep finding loot until you fail a roll, and then that's the last one.
Ah, okay. Well, I got close. I got a 9 on that first one. So.
All right, so in that case, go ahead and roll for loot.
Okay.
It's a D12.
I take it back. We should have Tech look for loot.
I had to.
Did you plus my presence?
Nope, just D12.
12.
12. Okay, that means you get to roll on the elite loot table. So roll a D12 again. Might find something extra good.
5.
Yeah, holy cow. That's a pretty lucky loot roll, even though it's your only one for this room. You find amongst the crates, there's a crate that includes a rocket launcher and 2D4 rockets.
Lads, I found a rocket launcher and some rockets.
Yeah.
It was just underneath this desk over here, and by the pictures, it looks like it was one of the secretaries.
There are 7 rockets.
Yeah, there's 7 rockets. We can load Jack up. Oh, and
we have a
10
we have
extra
a
rounds for
secretary
you.
who's hoarding rockets.
It's worth noting that each rocket takes up a gear slot, so this is heavy ammo.
All right, so we're gonna have to distribute some equipment because, yeah, Jack is already kind of loaded.
I mean, Grunt still has quite a bit of space. I've got 6 slots available.
All right, say hello to a med kit and a stim pack.
Sweet.
All right, giving those to you. There's just enough room in Jack for the rocket launcher and the rockets. Jack is normally in the zone I'm in, unless otherwise stated. So anybody can just grab the stuff out if they need it.
I came back. What did I miss? There's something about rockets.
The
Yeah.
new guy found a rocket launcher and 7 rockets.
No one is
Yes.
ever allowed to search again. It is just going to be the
It
new
is
guy.
always the new guy.
And I'm giving out my pistol ammo to
Me.
Leech and the lieutenant. You both get 10 extra rounds.
Okay.
How many rounds did I start with?
So
20.
you start with 20 rounds. I do want to note, Grunt is a melee character, very much so, but he is carrying 40 bullets. So in case anybody starts running low, we've got a little extra.
Yeah,
Okay, that's good.
I got 3 power packs for the plasma rifle last time, so I have 36 rounds to start with.
We got super lucky on that find, and it was
We did.
in the last room or the second to last room.
Yep.
And
That's pretty much after you needed it. You
Yeah.
found it.
And it was a risk. It was like, oh, should we let him look or not? Yeah, fine. Mr. One over there.
Well,
Right,
in
so-
this room, we found a 55-year-old secretary who's hoarding rocket launchers underneath her desk.
You never can trust the secretary.
So,
Always trust the secretary.
so what you're saying there is that she was a real bombshell?
If that's what does it for you, then yes.
I just figured she was doing contraband and smuggling stuff out for extra cash on the side. I don't know what she was made out of. And technically, people can't be made out of weapons. I mean, bombshells. You know what I meant.
I mean, you never know. There could be a sentient bombshell on some planet out there. Be an uncomfortable life, though, wouldn't it? Walking around, knowing you were doomed to explode at some point.
Yeah, speaking of which,
It wouldn't be walking around. It would either be rolling around or it would be stood up.
I mean, I'd be okay in a life just rolling around. That's my aim once this tour's done.
so at the beginning of the mission, we should roll to see if we advance the doomsday clock.
Oh, that's right.
So
Yeah.
who would like to roll the d6 for that?
New guy.
I was going to say, not me.
Just a d6 roll. If it comes up a 1, then... Nope, it doesn't. So
5.
we do not advance the doomsday clock.
Oh, that's good.
So yeah, no more need be said of that for now.
I put another bullet in my gun.
Pulling up the heads-up display, the map of your mission. You can also see that there is a secondary objective of making repairs in each of the standard rooms, the storage room, the security station, the workshop, and the housing. So if you take an action to successfully make repairs for what needs to be fixed up there, then you'll get an extra objective point.
Yeah, I guess I'll try to fix every room we come across.
Or you could just skip that and go straight for the exit as quickly as you can to take down the target. It's up to you.
Well, we have an
but it looks
engineer.
like you've got the corridors which connect to most of the rooms in this section. The exit is on the opposite side of an excavated cavern, which is attached to room 2, which is the workshop. So if you want to go straight to the exit, that's the way you'd have to go.
So the exit is here.
Yes.
Okay.
It's the tunnel that connects to the target location.
Okay.
Where it's the way to the next level, basically.
Well, I'm an engineer with a cyberarm tool suite and this helpful pack horse drone named Jack that makes fixing stuff easier. So I don't see why we wouldn't try to fix stuff.
This is a known human colony, right? It's just that it's got zombies wandering around in it.
Yeah.
Okay. So fixing stuff might, score us a little bit of extra, points with the command when we get back.
So you make your way out into the corridors, which are quiet and creepy. Again, it's a very dim light. There's just the auxiliary lights that are on at the moment, the emergency lighting, which are spotty at best. You can see that the corridors head off in several different directions to connect to the different rooms. Where would you like to go?
Hey, GM.
Yeah.
You know how last mission we had our primary objective and then we had a secondary one? That was like find the secret room. Do we know what our secondary objective is here?
To fix, to make the repairs in each of those 4 rooms.
Oh, duh. Okay. I say we go.
Every section has a secondary objective.
I say we just take it one at a time. Start here and then just kind of, move down the halls.
All right, you make your way into the storage section, unless there's objections or somebody wants to do something else. You want to split the party?
No.
Not advised.
Wouldn't it make more sense to go into this room first?
Yeah.
Yeah, do you clear the room so that way we don't have an unknown behind us?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because last time I checked, getting shot or chewed in the back by a zombie, both of them were not particularly fun.
All right, so you enter the storage room, which has it's a confined space, which means stealth is possible, and you can't use any attacks beyond medium range, which is kind of a moot point because it's a small-sized room. There's only 2 zones. There are essentially rows and racks of storage here. Various different rails and things for the cargo drones to move things around. There's not a lot of room for people to move around in here. It's more of like a room you'd enter and then like call up on the terminal what you want. But it looks like it's in a state of considerable disrepair at the moment. A lot of stuff is busted and broken open, and a lot of just detritus and debris around, and there's a few dead bodies. And then also there's occasional like sparks or something bursts into flame or explodes in one section. So I'll warn you, there's the hazard of random explosions in here.
You say dead bodies. Are they really dead?
They're more like pieces of bodies. So yeah, they're pretty dead.
Okay.
All right. So how about I search the room for anything useful? Our engineer does the engineerings, and everyone else stays on Overwatch.
Sounds like a plan.
As you're discussing your plans, some of the cargo panels open up from the ceiling, which you weren't expecting, and a bunch of zombies drop down on you.
Oh, well, I'll be shooting them first then.
This is an ambush situation, which means that the enemies go first.
Literally on us, like on top of us?
Yeah, they're like dropping down in and around you. I'm just going to use the same map as the last room.
Squishy toys. Grunt is entirely too pleased with this.
Oh, I need to move you to the... Still getting used to Roll20 after all these years.
Well, you guys will soon get to find out what my other item I got was, because it might be very beneficial here shortly.
All right, so yeah, like 6 zombies come jumping out of hiding and ambush you. So they all get to go first, and they each get to make 2 attacks. There's 6 of them, so 12 attacks incoming. I'm just going to spread this out evenly, so everyone needs to make 3 defense rolls using agility, defense, or difficulty rating 12.
And D20 plus agility again, yeah.
Yep, D20 plus agility. And a painful success on this means that you will fail your next roll no matter what it is. The energy shield is not available against melee attacks, just to remind you.
Oh, well, this is not looking good.
All right, so that's a lot of dice rolls flying by here. Let's pick someone to start with.
You said 2 attacks each, right?
3.
Yeah, so you each get 3 attacks on you.
Oof.
There's 6 enemies, and they each make 2
Oof.
attacks.
Oh, there we go.
All right, so who got hit?
I got hit 3 times.
I got
3
hit
times?
I got
twice.
hit 3 times.
So let's see. It was a attack that got hit 3 times. First off.
That is correct.
All right, go ahead and make armor rolls one at a time here.
That'd be 5, because this handy drone I have puts a little shield up between me and the zombie.
Nice. So yeah, first zombie hits you, but doesn't actually manage to bite through your armor. Second hit, again, rattles you, but doesn't actually hurt you. And the last one.
Ow, that stings really bad.
Nails you for 2 damage, and this zombie's got all this oozy stuff all over it, and when it hits you, there's this sort of, it flares with this bright red evil energy that flows into you, and you now also have an infection, which means you can't be healed. You can't regain hit points until the infection's removed.
Yay. Oh, everybody gets +1 when they're in the same zone as me to their armor rolls.
When they what?
You get a +1 to your armor rolls if you're in the
Okay.
same zone with me, because I'm not sending my drone after you.
Cool.
All right,
Okay,
who
great.
else got hit? Leech?
I did
How many times?
3 times. All the hits.
All right. So roll d4 +1 for your armor 3 times.
Four, 5, and 5.
All right. Yeah, you're smacked around a bunch, maybe a little bit disoriented or rattled, but they don't actually land a solid blow. Who's next? Kit? You get hit at all?
One
I think
time.
that's 1 time. Okay. Roll your armor for that.
Is armor modified by anything? Like strength?
No, but it is modified by +1 in this case because of I think Tex, is it a shield drone?
That's correct.
So 2.
Okay, that's enough. I rolled a 1 on damage, so was that everybody? I feel like
Oh no, we
like-
lost someone.
uh-oh.
Yes.
Oh, he's back.
He's back.
All right, so Grunt, what'd you get in your defense rolls? Can you hear us? He's typing, so. Hello, can you hear us?
He said he was turning off his
There we go.
camera.
I heard that.
All right, good. There we go. Can you hear me now? Can only hear some of us.
There we go. That's better.
All right, so you're getting mauled by zombies. You make your defense rolls.
Yeah, Discord's being super glitchy. Oof. All right. Okay. That's respectable, I suppose.
All right, so that first armor roll was 2. Zombie did 4 of those. You take 2 damage, and again, gets icky stuff in your wound and glows red all over you, and you have an infection. Which again, that means you can't heal hit points while the infection is in place.
All right. Fair enough. Hang on. Cool. Hang on one sec. I'm gonna go ahead and shut down Discord and reboot it. Give me just one moment here.
All right, so cameras will look funny to the audience for a bit, but just give us a moment and they should pop back into place.
Just the top half of my head can be seen. Just like Cliff, the top half of Cliff's head can be seen too.
All right, so yeah, I think that's our first ambush of the campaign.
It is, actually. We didn't get ambushed last time, which was kind of nice. And when it's not an ambush, how do we know who goes first?
When it's not an ambush, you guys go first.
Yeah. Well,
when
then,
it is an ambush, they go first.
Well, then I'm going to go ahead and go since I've got the moment to do so. I got
might as
dropped
well.
in on, and I'm just going to start shooting. So for the audience, you can barely see us, but we're still here. I'm going to go ahead and do my
target-rich
roll.
environment.
It is a target. Hopefully I won't hit my friends, if I have any.
As far as zombies go, there's like a number of different options for special zombies. So these special zombies are the infected zombies.
All right, so I'm going to shoot twice at the zombie nearest to Kit, between Kit and the door. I'm going to ping it on the map.
It looks like it hit both times. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okie dokie.
That one just bounces off some remnants of armor it's wearing. But the second one blows a hole through the zombie. Not enough to drop it, though. That was one action. Do you want to keep shooting?
Yeah. I'm really figuring out how to load bullets and shoot them in the same action, like some sort of Old West gunslinger, while dropping the rest of them in my hand onto the floor.
Exploiting the reloading rules in this game. The reloading doesn't take an action. We just track how many bullets you have, not...
I would never
Not how many
exploit the
loaded.
rules.
For some reason, I don't believe that comment at all.
Well, your hit rolls are on point today.
They are. I'm doing great. So both of those hit.
All right, roll damage. All right, so you drop that one, and then I assume...
No, they're
Shoot.
all to the same. All of them. Even the last one, which hits, is all to the same. It's just me repetitively shooting the same zombie over and over, even as it goes to the ground. I'm still just pow, 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 pow.
There's a few too many pows for the actual bullets you'll be crossing off, but
Yeah, that's why he loads one and then he just makes the sound effect.
Okay, there you go.
Totally, Lieutenant was making that sound effect when he was.
All right. So Leech or Tech, do you want to go?
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot this zombie first.
If you want to save bullets, you do have a crowbar, by the way, just so you know. You only get one attack per action with that, though. But it doesn't use up bullets.
I like bullets. Okay, so that hit.
Yeah, it's difficulty rating 12 default, so that'll definitely hit for 2 damage. But then the next roll is a crit. So that one you managed to get right through the head and put that zombie down. That was one action. There's still 4 more zombies in the room.
Yeah, no, I'm going to shoot at this zombie.
That's a miss, unless you want to take a painful success and waste D4 more bullets to hit instead. It's up to you.
No, I don't think you.
All right, so you injure that zombie for 3 damage after its armor reduces. Not bad. 1.5 zombies down in your turn. Next, we've got Grunt or Tech.
I guess I'll start shooting. There's this one that just had a bullet go into it, and I'll start with that one.
Start with the wounded one.
Testing, testing. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Much better. Okay, sorry about that.
Well, there's 3 plasma bolts that just fly right by it.
Oh, that's one action.
Hey, I finally hit something. Just took 5 shots. And I believe that one goes down.
Yep. That's the injured one is now, you blow a hole through it finally. Once you finally hit something that's not like the walls or someone's clothing or some spare ration supplies or whatever
it's
else
just
they
a-
had stored in here.
The full size rifle is just ungainly to shoot stuff right next to you. Yay, I hit again. For just not enough to kill it.
They blow a big chunk of it off, including one of its limbs, but it's still on its feet. Grunt, do we have you back?
I think you do. I think you do.
All right, so everyone took their turns just following
Cool.
the ambush. I didn't
All right.
really miss anything except for some zombies going down. There's one zombie that has like 1 hit point left, and there's 2 uninjured ones, and you have not taken your turn yet. After you go, any remaining zombies will take their turns.
Oh. Okay, I'm going to attack the injured one first, the one with only 1 hit point. Yeah.
Using your cyber blades?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Wow.
That's going to miss.
Wow.
That's a fumble, which means
no.
go ahead and roll your armor.
Oh, no.
Ooh.
No.
Did he just lop his own arm off?
Got a
Close to it.
big chomp on his arm for 6 damage. Your armor roll was 3.
Yep.
So you take 3 damage. And,
so that thing hurt coming out of my arm.
And you have an infection.
And I have an infection.
Which means you can't heal until the infection's removed.
Oh, no. All right, so that was the first action. For a second action, Grunt is kind of going to shake out his arms and look at him like they betrayed him, and then he's going to try it again. There we go. Okay, there's 1 hit.
All right, and that takes that zombie out.
Easy enough.
1 hit point left.
Okay, and then he's going to use a second hit to attack one of those other zombies. Wow, I just cannot roll tonight.
You can let the zombie take a bite for to hit anyway if you want.
I am definitely not going to do that.
All right. So yeah, 2 zombies left. That's 4 attacks total. I think we'll just spread it around. Everyone make 1 defense roll. Actually, no. The one that's on Grunt is definitely going to attack Grunt with both of its attacks.
Okay, that's fair.
And the other one,
I got 2 3s for my defense rolls.
the other one's going to be attacking Kit. So make 2 defense rolls, Kit.
Oh no, I think Grunt's going to die this mission.
Don't forget, you guys get +1 to your armor rolls.
Yep. So 2 defense rolls for Grunt and 2 for Kit.
Yeah, I got a 3 on both of my defense rolls.
A 3 and a 4.
Okay. Gonna take them both, or
You rolled a D4. This is a defense roll, so you get your D20 because it's
Oh, I thought I was rolling just the armor. Oops.
Oh, we're rolling. Okay.
Am I doing it wrong?
Yeah, you need to roll to avoid getting hit before you roll how much
Yeah,
armor
that's
something.
just-
Oh, I
If
was
you really
yeah.
want to get hit,
So-
that's a different story.
Yeah, so
was
this is an agility test. D20 plus or minus agility.
You're going to
With the
get hit no
painful-
matter what.
A painful success option is you auto fail your next roll.
So that's a no and a yes.
This dice roller hates me.
If you roll a 1, that's a fumble, which means you'll get hit for max damage,
Oh no.
Ow.
which would be 6 minus your armor. Unless you
Alright.
want to use a badass point to reroll that.
I'm gonna use a badass point to re-roll that. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that wasn't much better. That was a 9.
It's
What
still
does-
better than taking max damage for sure.
That's true. That's true. Okay. All right.
I will take 2 because I rolled a 3 plus 1.
Oh, because that was your crit fail.
Yes.
All right, so yeah, you avoid the first attack. The second one gets a solid hit in. Your armor protects you against most of the harm, but I'm not sure if you took damage from one of these or not yet. But if you didn't have an infection already, now you do. And let's see, Grunt, I need to roll damage against you twice.
Yep. I've got that 5 for armor and. Oh wait, hang on a sec. I only rolled for defense once. Okay. Oh
Yeah,
no,
the
that's right because I got the 4 and I got the 9. Okay. Now armor.
So I got 6 and 5 for the damage rolls.
So the upshot is I've got 5 for armor for that first one, so I'm taking 1 damage there.
Plus the infection, but you already had one, so that doesn't matter.
Yeah. And then another 1 damage from the other one, so I take 2 damage total.
All right, so yeah, they're laying into you, getting around some of the weaker spots in your armor, getting scratches and bites in, and
I had 11 hit points walking into this. I have 4 now.
Oof.
well, that's still a positive number. So, but yeah, now they've gone, and it's the Hellslayers' turn again. Who would like to go first?
I'm gonna shoot this zombie here.
Nice.
I hit for 6 damage.
All right, its armor reduces that to 5, and you almost drop it in one shot.
And I missed the second shot.
All right, again,
Probably
just
because
to
there's a
remind you,
dude standing next to me who's like opening the breach and putting a bullet in one at a time as he fires it, which is just blowing my mind.
now just to remind you, the painful success option for shooting with guns is spend D4 additional bullets to hit automatically.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I'll just use my second action to try and finish it off.
Okay. All right, looks like you hit with one of those 2 additional shots, which
Yep,
is
there's
enough
3
to-
damage.
Which one were you shooting at? The one on Kit or the one on Grunt?
The one in the middle there, that one.
Okay. All right, yeah, you fire off 4 shots, and 2 of them go wide, but the other are enough to drop that zombie. There's only 1 left.
Grunt's gonna
Grunt.
go, hey, I had that one.
There's one right there. Stab it.
You know, dripping and bleeding from every. Yeah, Grunt is going to attack the other one. He'll go for it. He'll risk his luck. Wow. Okay, so he misses once. There we go. And then he hits with the second one. Maybe these cyber blades weren't quite as good as I hoped they were. So that's for 5 damage.
Yep, so 4 after its armor. Slash it open, but it's still standing.
All
Despite an
right.
injury that would kill a normal person.
So second action. Miss.
Hey, don't you have the strength enhanced cyber arms as well as the blades?
Oh, I do.
Oh, yep, that means you can roll twice and take the better number when you're rolling damage.
For damage, not for
Not for the attack rolls, but for damage.
Strength test and melee damage rolls.
Yep.
Yeah, so you did 5 damage before. Go ahead and re-roll it to see if you do better. Not re-roll it, but
sure,
roll
why
another d8 plus 2.
Nah, not much. What is a painful success for melee again?
Take d6 damage. Your armor does help.
I'll take a pass on that.
Okay, probably a good idea at this point.
Yep.
I guess I'll start shooting.
Now I'll shoot. I got this. Watch Lieutenant just obliterate this last zombie. Bam! Success. Oh, I'm gonna do the painful success and use up an extra couple bullets.
All right, roll a d4 to see how many extra rounds. So that's
2
3 bullets
extra.
to hit.
And it does 6 damage.
So -1 is 5. With the damage that Grunt did with his cyber blades, that's enough to finish it off.
Awesome. Let me mark off 3 bullets.
Medic!
Yeah, the combat's over. You can find yourselves in this messy, damaged storage cargo room. It just has stuff all over the place, including some recently chopped up zombie bodies. I think, is anyone not infected?
Yeah, I'm not.
Okay, so most of you ended up getting some infected wounds from these zombies. Looks like Grunt's in particularly rough shape.
All right, first thing I need to do is disinfect everyone.
It might be a good time to break out the med kits, the med packs, I mean.
Yeah, definitely.
But you also have repairs to do in here, and there's the matter
I'll
of
start on the looting.
looting. Yep. So go and make up. It's difficulty 12 for a presence roll for. Well, 3's not going to cut it. But the painful success means you find something anyway. It just also means that you just find a bunch of useless junk and something that you might find useful. So make a d12 roll for the loot table.
6.
A 6. Oh, yeah, you find a ration pack. Yay.
Anyone want a ration pack? It's only 7 years old. Still sealed. It's all good. It's only 7 years old. It should be fine.
Fantastic.
For like 20 years.
Does it still have the little pop up and down seal on it? Like if that seal's movable, it's not good. Don't eat it. But if the seal's still good, you can eat it.
Yeah,
seals.
It's fine. It's fine. It's just mildly old.
The seal is intact on it, yes. The label, however, has been rubbed off or worn away or something, so you have no idea what kind of food flavor is supposed to be in there, but you do know that it's still good.
Actually,
Lieutenant I wouldn't say still good because it's a ration pack. It's still technically, legally classified as sustenance. That's about all we're going to say about it.
The lieutenant has a college education. He knows that if you take the ration pack and slightly turn it at an angle where the light will reflect off of it, you can still see where the imprint of the letters would be. And so he does this, and as he's looking at it, he stares for a minute. This is it says creamed spinach and toast.
Sounds
I mean, it's got lots of fiber and iron in it. It's actually quite good for you. And, I mean, let's face it, it tastes better than that damn barbecue beef. That stuff always gives me the trots.
And it makes your breath smell great.
All right, let's try to figure out this infection. I will start with Grunt, who is the most injured. And I have a med kit from Jack. And what do I need
so
to
the way
do?
this is going to work is you're going to make a presence test and use the med kit. If you succeed on the presence test, then you don't use up the medkit supplies, and then the infection will be removed.
The great news is I have no bonus to presence as the medic, but I also don't have a penalty either.
Do you want me to do it?
No, I went to college for this.
So difficulty 12.
All right, I failed.
So the failure
Picking
means
the right
that...
die, 'cause that was a D8.
Wait, you rolled a D8.
Is that a D8?
That will definitely
Yeah,
fail. All right,
You rolled
so
a D8.
the lieutenant walks over with
D20,
the
isn't
med
it?
pack, sets it down next to him, pulls out his gun, starts to load it. Oh, that's right. We're not doing that. I put the gun away, pull out my little instruction manual for the med pack, and start administering the med pack.
All right, let's see if your D20 does any better.
It doesn't.
Oh, take a badass point.
If you want to use a badass point to reroll that, you can. The fumble option means that you don't clear the infection and you use up the supplies. Considering that there are multiple infections to deal with, might be worth a badass point, but I mean, it's ultimately up to you.
It's going to be waste supplies. Because I have the cybernetic medical synthesizer, after I realize his infection is truly bad, I will unbutton my shirt, hook up the medical device to my cybernetics underneath my shirt, little tubes
That's
and
not
whatnot.
creepy.
Little tubes and whatnot, and I will take a D4 in damage and must make a presence test. If I succeed, I'm okay. On a crit, I take no damage. If I fail, I receive an infection, which I'm already infected. On a fumble, I take extra damage and cannot use the synthesizer again for the rest of the entire mission. Painful success means I take a D6. So, like I said, I open my shirt and hook the medical kit up to my cybernetic medical synthesizer coming out of my chest, and I hit the go button. Well, poo. It fails, which means I take a D4 in damage. But it means it's successful, right?
I think so. You have the rules right in front of you.
You may restore a used up med kit, but you take a D4 in damage and must make a presence test. If you succeed, you are okay. You take no damage. D4 if you fail. If you fail, you receive an infection.
Oh, right. Okay. Which doesn't even matter in this case. So well played.
I am now installing infected medical equipment and dosages into the device. I hit the go button, and it whirls a whole bunch like a cappuccino machine. Then I pull it off and say, "Don't worry, this will be okay." And I hook it back up to him.
I've had worse.
14!
Hey. And you recover
There
the
we go.
infection. And yeah, the med kit is ready to go again.
All right, I will take the D4 in damage. My armor does not help on this, I assume.
Correct.
And I disconnect the medical kit. Since I succeeded, I don't use any of the supplies from the current med kit that I'm utilizing.
Yep, it's still stocked.
I will now head over toward tech with my shirt unbuttoned, flowing in the wind, showing off my metallic nipples.
What is a rest? Ration pack says if you consume a ration pack during a rest, you recover 6 HP.
Yep, that occurs in between sections. So this is a 2-section mission. So once you go to the next one, you get a rest in between.
Okay. I got
And you heal D6 damage, or if you have a ration pack, you heal 6 damage, or hit points rather.
Tech, you ready?
Yes. I don't want to look.
All right, I walk up and attach the medical kit to Tech, and it's successful to remove the infection.
All right,
Yay.
so yeah, all the infections have been removed except yours.
And now I will use it to remove my infection. Ta-da! See, guys, all it had to do was have some of the infection in it to be able to work well.
Okay.
Grunt is still hanging out at 4 HP.
I'm gonna fix the room.
Now that the infections have been cleared, you can actually start healing damage if you want. But yeah, if you wanted to make the repairs, it's a DR12 presence test.
I believe that'd be a DR10. Dude, Drone Master. Additionally, all your drones get. No, what's it? It's the Pack Horse, not Drone Master. Making repairs, unlocking things, hacking computers, and using recharge stations are made at -2 DR.
Yeah, because it's right there to hand you whatever you need, your tools as you go. Here, move this and hang on to that for me. Hold that steady. Point the flashlight here, etc.
Super helpful.
So,
And I
yeah,
got
you
16.
managed to get the repairs done here. The basic operating systems are online, though it's still a mess. Though you weren't sent here to clean up the mess, you were just supposed to fix this stuff, and you've done that part.
All right. Now I'm going to use the infected med kit to put some hit points into Grunt. So that's a presence test of 12, right?
Yep.
Nope.
You fail, so he heals D8, and you will use up the medkit supplies.
Yep.
Unless
And-
you want to take the painful success, in which case he heals the D8 and picks up another infection.
Oh, no. I'm just going to go ahead and, since my shirt's already unbuttoned, hook up to my cybernetics and recharge the kit. Actually, you know what? Since we have extra kits, there's no reason, and the inside of this kit has already been filled with infected material. It's probably best we go ahead and leave it here now and move forward.
All right, so roll D8 to see how many he heals. Hey.
How about
Oh,
Max?
thank goodness.
We don't want to leave it behind. We want to take it with us so that we can turn it in and have them sterilize it and reissue it to us.
So
That is true. You
DM.
get a free refill between missions.
Then put it back on Jack.
So DM, quick question. So I had 4 HP. That healed 8, but my maximum is 11. That only gets me to 11, correct?
Correct. Yeah, you don't get bonus hit points on top.
How do you have 11 hit points?
Because we got extra hit points.
Yeah,
I have 14.
You shouldn't have 14?
14.
Yeah.
He's got a higher toughness.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, there's that. What's your
Oh,
toughness?
that's right.
Yep. Never mind.
My toughness is only +1.
No, mine's a +2. So I got 2 extra. That put me at 10, and then between I got another 2. Now it makes sense.
That would do it.
Yeah, so it looks like you've cleared this room of all the dangers and done the repairs that you need to do and found anything of value, which was not much.
I'm ready to move on.
Yep, into the next room. And it's kind of hard to beat a
let's
rocket
do it.
launcher.
So back in the corridors, there we
You
go.
guys think this room next?
Security station or the workshop, or head on straight forward to the housing module.
The
Is
north
this
room.
the security station, the one to the left?
Yes.
I vote we
Yeah,
go
let's
there.
go in there. Yeah.
All right, heading into the security
I mean, if the-
station.
If the normal secretary's packing rockets, what are the secretaries in the security area going to be packing?
Maybe they're
hopefully-
packing some armor. Could use it.
Try not getting hit that much.
Wuss.
I'm okay with that. I don't like getting hit. It hurts.
So yeah, there's a sort of a narrow
Thank
hall
you.
going in
Good.
with that opens up into a somewhat larger room that has various different monitoring stations. Toward the back, there's other areas for like an armory and storage of things. It's overall pretty messy, and there's some blood smears. And again, you just have the sort of spotty aux emergency lights on, illuminating the area. And yeah, once again, we have another ambush. as zombies come bursting out of some lockers or like out of some alcoves and just some like shadows you didn't immediately spot them in. These are some apparently crafty ambush zombies. The good news is that none of them have the infected look of the other ones. The bad news is that one of them has a crowbar.
Loot! They've got our loot!
Well, that'll be our third crowbar.
There are
Never say no to an extra crowbar.
7 zombies.
Good lord.
Yeah, I
And
think we're
this
gonna have to
is
start
a-
beating zombies to death with crowbars, just because ammo is gonna get slim.
No, after I get through with my ammo, there's Grunt's ammo.
Yeah, I got 40 shots on me, and I'm not using them.
Yeah, I'm going to be using some of that fairly soon. I'm down to 18 bullets.
Cool. Okay. Kit, how much ammo do you have on you?
32. We had a leftover of 11 from the last one, and when we showed back up, I lied and said I didn't have any ammo, so they gave me more.
Nice. That's how you do it. The kid's learning.
Now, if we get lucky and find a room where the zombies are all the way across the room, we should let them say hello to them with a rocket launcher.
Yeah, the zombies all look pretty corpse-like. They got red glowing eyes, but they don't have that extra sort of drippiness and glowiness that the infected ones had. But again, one of them does have a crowbar. So everyone needs to make 3 defense rolls. And let's see here.
Defense rolls, not armor rolls. Not yet.
And it looks like Kit is going to have to make an extra defense roll against the crowbar wielding one.
And is our defense +1 because of Jack, or is that our armor that's +1?
Armor is +1 because of my shield drone.
Okay, cool.
Yep. Your defense roll is just plus your agility.
Nice, I got 1 crit.
Ah, that means you get an action right away.
Nice.
I failed all 4.
Oh, all right. Make 4 armor rolls then.
So is it 4 or 3?
3. He had to make 4 because he got the extra crowbar attack.
Ah, okay.
GM,
Defense is
Yes.
still difficulty number 12, right?
Yep.
do you
Default
want to shoot?
difficulty.
Do you want to shoot Iron a copy of the rules real quick? He wants to look something up.
Pinned messages.
Yep, it's the pin
Ah,
messages in this the chat we're using.
Perfect.
2244.
All right, well, we'll start by resolving the damage on Kit here. So 2244. So fortunately for you, these are D4 damage instead of D6 in these zombies.
One of those needs to be the crowbar.
Except for the D8, which is the crowbar.
Okay.
And that one smacks you pretty hard for 2 damage past your armor. But doesn't carry an infection with it. Let's see. Who else failed defense rolls?
As soon
I did.
as Kit gets hit, like they jump down, they start swinging. He's like blocking. The shield comes in and begins like zooming around, blocking a whole bunch of stuff. And I'm like, yeah. And as soon as he stands up, the crowbar comes in across his face. Patong!
I neglected to take into account that they get 2 swings with the crowbar, so make 1 more defense roll, Kit.
This next swing at me happens when I'm on the ground.
Okay.
Yeah, I get hit. Oh no, it's at agility +2, so 12.
It's a crit.
Oh, it's a crit. What happens when I crit? Dodge
Means
it.
you get an action right away.
All right.
You get a
So
bonus action.
He clears me across my face. I go flailing to the ground, and I'm going to use that action to get away. How far can I move?
You can move to the next zone if you want. So there.
I hit the ground, roll a whole bunch, scream, start backpedaling while on the ground, trying to figure out if my gun's loaded.
I mean, not a bad idea considering that none of the zombies seem to have ranged weapons. Someone else got a crit on their defense rolls too. Who was that?
That would be Grunt.
Do you want to take your bonus action?
He's gonna take a couple of swings.
Crowbar zombie or the ones that are on you?
Crowbar zombie, absolutely. And wow, he misses with both of them.
Crowbar zombie is parrying with the crowbar.
Just damn it!
It just seems lucky. There's sort of flails with the crowbar a couple times, each time knocking away one of your attacks. All right, who else failed defense rolls?
I made all 3 of mine.
All right, you're all good.
I failed.
How many?
2.
All right, so make 2 armor rolls. Don't forget the +1 for the shield drone.
I have.
So you can probably skip the second one because I want 1 for damage. Just make 1 armor roll.
I take 1 damage.
All right, Grunt, did you get hit at all?
I did not.
All right. So yeah, overall, zombies jump out, start flailing on you. Some of you are hit a little bit. Armor mostly protects you, but Kit gets nailed by the crowbar pretty hard and moves away. And now it's your turn.
I'm going to start shooting because I am horribly offended that a zombie would dare to use an engineer's weapon of choice on his crew. Like, that's unacceptable.
So targeting crowbar zombie?
That is
That's
correct.
this
And my
one,
first
right?
one hits.
Yep.
Cool.
It's the one marked armed zombie. So yeah, you take a shot, you hit, you blow a chunk out of it. It's still up though. It turns and looks up at you.
In Roll20, if you don't select the checkbox that says show name, we don't see them. So we don't know which one's labeled armed zombie.
I was guessing it was the green
Oh.
one. That was the different color.
No,
Yeah,
that's
I just see one that looks a little different than the
yeah.
others.
In
as
fact,
well.
I like it this way. I don't want to see the names.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
All right, so with my following 2 misses, I deplete my current power pack, and I'm going to pull my crowbar and show the zombie how it's done.
All right. You connect with your crowbar. Roll damage.
0.
All right. You hit the zombie with your crowbar. Just not hard enough to do much of anything.
And that, kids, is why negative strength can be bad. Because some people here can't really do damage at all.
Grunt is gonna keep flailing.
Is it our actions now?
Yep.
Come on, Roll20. You can do it.
No, it's Roll20. It really can't.
Let's see. I see 9 for the first roll, which is going to be a miss.
I
Plus
see.
you wanna-
Roll dice. There
Okay,
it
go.
is. All right, second one hits.
Roll your damage.
So let's do that first. I'm going to go ahead and re-roll that with my cybernetic arms. There we go. All right. So that's 10 damage with my first hit on a crowbar zombie.
All right, you chop Crowbar Zombie in half. There's a satisfying clang as the crowbar lands on the deck, free to be claimed by anyone who wants to spend an action to retrieve it if they're in the same zone.
Nice. Nice. I do have one more action. I'm going to go ahead and bounce on over here. And I'm going to start swinging away at these guys.
All right.
I think I'll take the one closest to my crewmates first.
Again, it's the target-rich environment, so you can
Pretty much, yeah.
basically turn around and take a couple of steps, and there's another zombie to attack.
Another one hit. I'm okay with that.
All right, roll your damage.
And I'll re-roll that. Cybernetic arms. I love those things so much. Oh, that was horrific. Okay, I'll take the 4.
Yeah, it's not technically not a re-roll. It's a roll twice, take the best, but either way, it's not enough to take it down in one hit.
Yeah, fair enough.
All right, so that's Tech and Grunt that have gone. Leech, you're up next, unless Kit wants to go first. All right.
I'm going to attack the zombie that just bit me. Ah, just missed.
Are you shooting with your pistol?
I am, yes.
Okay.
Second one
shot hits. All right, roll damage.
That's a 3.
All right, this one already injured by a cyber blade, further injured by another bullet, but it's still going.
Okay. And my second action, I'm just going to shoot you again.
All right, that's going to be a hit and a miss. No, that was
That was my damage.
All right,
So
yeah, finally.
I finish that one off, and then I'll move on to the next valid target. And again, I miss on an 11.
All right, there's 5 zombies left, and Kit, it's your turn before they go.
I will continue my move to. I will start shooting. I will start shooting. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot at this zombie right down here. Buttons. Where are the buttons? Miss. I forgot. The first miss. Let's resolve that before we go any farther. An extra bullet, so that hits. So that's 2 bullets used. And that's 3 points of damage. The second miss is another 4 bullets used, so that's a total of 7 this round. And that will be 3 points of damage again.
All right, it is still up after that.
All right. Third shot, well, our second action, first shot, is a hit. So it's 8 bullets used, and that does 1 point of damage.
Or nothing with its armor. Sorry.
Or it bounced off a pipe near its head or something.
Yep.
And then another hit that does 4 points of damage. So
Finally
3, 3, 4. Awesome. And that's a total of 9 bullets fired this round.
Yeah, you just point the gun and pull the trigger as fast as
That's
you can.
that's all. I took the little guard off the front, so I'm like, I'm not even shooting. It's just spraying that way.
Spray and pray.
And then I say, why is it so hot? This gun, it's hot again.
Look, kid, you killed it.
And this is why we run out of ammo so fast.
I mean, he was doing pretty good with hitting almost every shot before then, but yeah. So yeah, there's 4 zombies in the zone here. Let's see, one of you is going to get attacked by 2. So it looks like Leech is the popular one. So Leech, I need 4 defense rolls from you. Grunt and Tech each get 2 defense rolls.
I got hit once.
Right, roll your armor then, Leech.
Ping. Nice. Love it when that happens.
Yep, you take no damage. Looks like Grunt is hit twice.
Once I rolled a 5 and a 21 on my hit roll, and then I rolled a 4 on my armor.
Which is just enough to soak the damage for you.
Nice. All right.
And,
I will take the painful success on mine, so I automatically fail the second one.
all right, second one does 4 damage against your armor. So we're going to roll your d4 plus 1. See how much of that you soak.
And I'm going to get nickel and dimed to death here.
Yeah, with the roll 3 there, it's going to get 1 point of damage through. And that's it for the zombies' furious efforts to take you down.
Well, they can say hello
Fortunately for
to
you,
crowbar.
most of them are not armed. The one that was isn't swinging anymore. And now it's the Hellslayers' turn. Who wants to go first?
Crowbar!
I'm going to crowbar.
All right, everyone's getting their crowbars out.
I'm gonna shoot my pistol a bunch.
And I missed both my crowbar swings.
Oof.
I made both my crowbar swings.
Nice.
Look at
Yeah,
that.
plus strength,
Yeah,
right?
dude.
Or minus strength in your case.
First round of shooting, both of them hit. I'm targeting.
Leech.
4 and a 6 damage, Cliff.
Yeah, Leech, you pound into your one of your zombies twice, and between both of those blows, you take it down. Kit opens fire, hits twice.
And I'm shooting at the one that is behind Tech.
Right, that's the other one that was on Leech, technically. So
Okay, then yeah, they're the one on Leech. And I got a 6 and a 2 with the first 2 shots. Is it still standing?
no, that's enough to take it down. Just enough.
Then I will use the next part of my round to move over toward, I guess, Tech.
All right. So that's Leech and Kit's actions.
I think Grunt is going to use his action to go confront this zombie. And as any honorable Marine would do, he's going to go for it face to face. And
Now to find out how slices and dices make julienne fries.
Right. That's an 11. And, oh, that's a crit for one of the hits. Okay, so one of the hits right off the bat does 10 damage because D8 plus 2.
Yep, just off with its head.
And yeah, he's going to do exactly that. And then for his next action, he'll go for the only zombie left. And oh no, he rolled a 1.
Yep, that means you take D6 damage. Your armor does protect you, though.
Yay! Oh no!
Yeah, so you expose yourself. You leave yourself open to getting chomped on, and
Okay.
your armor and the shield drum protect you pretty well, but not enough for all of it. So you take 1 damage through that.
Does that automatically end my turn, or do I still get
No.
the last hit? Okay, cool.
Nope, you can keep going.
Okay, so last hit. And that's a fail. Okay, yeah, that's we're gonna call that good.
All right, and I think Tech needs to go yet.
Didn't Tech go with the crowbar right at the beginning?
Oh yeah, and I
did.
missed horribly.
Oh, you did. Okay. All right. So one zombie left. It's gonna start trying to chew on Grunt some more. So Grunt, give me 2 defense rolls.
All right. Okay, success. And that one's a fail. I'm going to go ahead and take a painful success on that.
All right. So you're gonna fail your next roll, whatever it is.
I am indeed, yeah.
All right. That's it for the enemies. It's your guys' turn. Do you want to get that failure out of the way with the failed attack roll?
Sure. Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So you missed with your first swing. You were sort of
I was going to say
knocked off balance.
the failed attack roll, refresh my memory. That means 1 failure, and then I do 3 more because it's 2 per action, right?
Yep.
Cool. Okay.
And a 17 is definitely going to hit.
Cool. Okay, so 6 damage there.
Go ahead and re-roll the extra damage die to see if you do better.
I was going to say, let's re-roll just to see, right?
Yeah.
No, I'm sticking with the 6. Okay.
You cut off one of its arms, but it's still up.
Okay, and then that was 1. And here's 2. That was a 13. Oh man, if not for that +1. All right, and look at that. There's 9 damage for that hit.
All right, and you chop it down.
All right. Grunt he's reveling in this. He's taking obscene amounts of joy in this.
All right, so yeah, that's another damn ambush with zombies jumping out at people, but looks like you've cleared the room. There's some repairs that need to be made to the security monitoring station, and there's probably something useful in here somewhere.
Grunt's going to skewer the zombie that he killed. He's going to skewer it through the torso with one of his cyber blades and kind of dig around a little bit like he's looking for something, and then yank the cyber blade out with the zombie's liver on it and go, "Hey, look, guys, I found some barbecue."
Probably tastes better than that spinach and cream cheese ration pack we found earlier.
Probably, but the spinach makes my breath smell minty fresh.
No. That's the curry with the mint in it.
Oh, right.
That spinach one makes your breath smell cheesy.
Right.
So Leech, you failed your search roll, so painful success.
Yep.
Continuing the trend of finding 1 thing per room.
Hey, I'm finding something.
And in
It
this
was the
case,
name of the game last time as well.
what you find is a repair kit. Which can be used to repair damage. Yep, it can be used to repair damaged items. There's some powers that can be restored by it.
Yeah, it's probably good for someone to carry it. I have one already, and my arm kind of is one as well.
I can carry it.
Redundancies are valuable.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, all like the good guns and stuff have apparently been removed by somebody. So,
There, I got a 13 for the repair.
all right, you managed to get the security station back online. It looks like a lot of the cameras are out, but at least it's working on this end.
Yay, if only we had cameras to look at what we get to walk into.
Do you want to take a break?
Yeah, we can definitely take a break. But before we go, I'd like to do my presence test with medical kit. As I walk over toward Tech, I am getting the medical kit out while adjusting my cybernetic enhanced chest. Don't worry, I say out loud, this isn't going to hurt much.
As long as I don't look at it, it's not that bad.
Oh, it fails, so you only heal a D8.
And that will use up the supplies.
All right, and then I will
Unless you want to give him an infection, take a painful success.
No, I don't want to give him an infection. I will just recharge the kit. Actually, I'll just move to the next kit because I need to recharge my hit points. I'm at half.
Do you want me to do that?
Which I fail as well. You don't have the cybernetic enhancement, so you can't refill the kit.
No, the med kit.
Yeah, you can't refill it. Only I can attach it to
But
my...
I can use the med kit.
Right, I know you can use the med kit, but I went to school for this.
Okay.
Okay, and I waste the next one, so all of them are empty. So I'll immediately make a presence test and try to refill the last one.
Grunt
Even
is
on a
sitting
failed,
in the corner,
even on a
drinking
failed
beer
roll, you
while
still
the
heal the
argument.
damage.
Yes, which is a D8. 3. That's not much. Okay.
I'll take that as my healing, because that does everything I need. So you can roll a d8 for yourself.
1.
I'm sorry, I tried.
Yeah, you really did. It's great. I appreciate it. I went up a hit point. I still emptied the med kit. So I'll go ahead and attach the med kit to my chest and recuperate that over the break. Turn it on, attach it. Makes a little whirling noise.
All right, yeah. So let's take a break. How long do you want to break for? 5 minutes?
10 minutes.
10 minutes? Okay.
10 minutes. We will be back, audience, in 10 minutes. We're transitioning to commercial in 5, 4, 3, 2, commercial break. And we are back. Yay. Cheers.
Yay. Welcome back, everybody. We've gone on the mission, cleared a few rooms, and I think we're in the middle of resolving some healing.
We are. I got myself a hit point. I gave Tech 3 hit points, and I've emptied the kits out. And who else has taken damage?
I have, but I've taken a minuscule amount, so I wouldn't worry about it too much.
Okay.
Same. I've taken a whole 1 point of damage, so I'm doing all right.
Yeah, same. 7 out of 8, so it's all good.
I'm down by 6, so...
Oof.
Yeah, that's gonna leave a mark.
Yeah, so I'm going to try to refill the med kit without causing myself any extra amount of damage.
All right, go ahead and roll that.
Nope. So I do a d4 of damage to myself, and I refill the med kit,
All right.
which is 1, so now I'm down by 7. I just got rid of that point I just healed. So now I'm going to try it again with the refreshed med kit to refresh myself. Again. I've just got the sucker hooked up to myself and I'm playing with knobs. I've got to hold the knobs and I'm twisting them back and forth a whole bunch.
Yep,
That's what
occasionally
she said.
you're getting like little pop-ups to tell you, warning, overuse of the system can cause a big list of things, including death.
My most concern is brain damage that could result from excessive use from it. So let's see if I can recuperate the system, the med kit.
No one would have noticed. I wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah, I think it's a little late on on that brain damage.
I'm so glad you guys support me in my actions. So
All right,
20.
so you managed to heal yourself up some without using up all of the newly recharged supplies. So roll a d8 to see how much you heal.
Isn't it higher because I was successful this time on the med kit?
Nope, not anymore.
Ah, that's
See it
right.
either way. Success or failure determines whether or not you use up all the supplies.
7. That's actually the number of hit points I was down. I'm back to full.
All right, so everyone's either full hit points or just down 1. You've got 1 used up med kit, 1 fully recently recharged med kit.
Actually, we're down 2 med kits. We have 1 med kit that's fully recharged.
Okay.
I went through 2 med kits, and then the last med kit, I've recharged it. So it's hooked to my chest, and I've been playing with it, making them, and it's been just buzzing higher and higher and higher and higher and higher and higher until it's going, nee, 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 nee. And I'm like, no, it's fine. It's good. I know what I'm doing. Slapping buttons at some point in time, fanning smoke coming out of a ventilation side. It's okay. This is supposed to happen. And then I hit a button, and it's like, ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh. Then I pull it off, and I go put it onto Jack and start buttoning my shirt back up.
We appreciate that.
Do you want to move on to another room, or there's another option of searching to see if there's a hidden room which there's usually one per section.
You know what? I'll look around for a
Yeah.
hidden room.
I should also look around for a hidden room.
So who's going first?
I do not find a hidden room.
I find a hidden room.
Look at that.
Yeah, so you happen to look in the right location, find that one of the storage lockers is actually hiding a like a hatch that opens up into this like tunnel into the
I
rock.
found the secretary's stash, lads. I found the secretary's stash.
And yeah, you do find there's a large chamber in here. I'm going to skip the map because there's no enemies in here and there's no hazards. But there are piles of stashed away supplies. So if you want to start looting this room, the difficulty rating is only an 8 on test to loot here.
Do you mind if I go first on this one?
Apparently he does because he already rolled.
He dove in that room.
Oh yeah, it's supposed to have it.
Sure. What mate is he opening up a box already? So
Hey, what
go
if we?
Go ahead and roll a d12 and see what you found. But the good news is you succeeded on the roll, so that means there's still more loot.
Do you want to roll for the next roll?
Yeah, but see what you find first.
2.
Hey, you find a crowbar.
Ah,
I don't think we need a 4th crowbar, unless everybody wants one.
Do I not get a
Third.
crowbar?
third crowbar. Oh, do you want the
Of
crowbar?
course,
that was
because
on
the zombie had one.
Yeah, we all want to have a crowbar.
I was gonna snag it, but if you want it, I mean, I got these. Shink! And Grunt will pop the cyber blades.
Well, we came in with 2. The zombie had 1 for 3, and then he just found the 4th.
Yes, anyone who wants to use a gear slot to
Oh no, no,
to account
no,
for one.
no, no.
All right, so rolled. Who rolled next for searching?
I got a 22 for my searching, and I rolled a 9 on my d12.
Yeah, you find a fully charged power pack.
Wonderful. That gives us 4.
Okay, my
Well.
turn again.
3 charged and 1 depleted.
Yeah, and there's still more stuff here. Start looking
10.
and find a frag grenade.
Yeah, we should probably keep that.
Is it another single frag grenade in a box?
Yeah, it's like tucked away with some clothes and stuff.
It was the secretary's. I pulled the skirt out with the clothes. It's a business skirt, and I'm just like, I'll be damned, Leech. You were right. A combat secretary.
Oh, and I fail. So
All right,
we get.
so last
or-
thing.
Yeah.
And it's another repair kit. Yay.
Yay.
And yep, after having looted the hidden room of loot, where are you going next? Housing area or the workshop?
Who's carrying the repair kit?
We have 3 of them, so I have 1. I had 1 on.
I'm carrying one.
All right.
All right. Cool.
Maybe they'll get used at some point.
You make your way back out to the corridors. Straight ahead is the workshop, and the cavern beyond, and the way to the next area. But there's apparently some repairs that need to be done in the housing section further down the hall first before you leave if you want to achieve all your objectives.
I guess.
Wait, so this is the workshop, and then this is the cavern before whatever's past the cavern, right?
That's the housing.
Okay, so we need we need to fix this area before we go to this area, is what I'm hearing, right?
Pretty much.
Okay.
All right, you move down the corridor into the housing section, which actually includes like several partitioned areas for sleeping and recreation, and a mess hall area, and like
Let's go see some
showers and stuff.
fences.
And this is a as you head in here, you find you're getting static over your comm system. There's a hazard here of comms are jammed, which means that you can only talk to each other if you're in the same zone as somebody else. Which means you're close enough to like be heard directly. If you move to separate zones, then you can't talk to each other. I think I'll skip the map here as well, though, because other than that, there's not much of interest here. There's a bunch of dead bodies, like hacked up pieces of bodies and stuff, and a large pentagram and blood with skulls at each of the points. Bunch of creepy stuff, but there's no enemies here to fight you.
Hey,
And,
I'm just here to fix things, not clean.
Yeah, so if you want to make the fix roll, if anyone wants to go about looting, it's difficulty 12.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
reroll that. What's the failure for the repair roll?
Oh, you take d6 damage because like you get electrocuted or something.
Yeah, I'll use a badass point to reroll.
I had a
And
3 on the
16.
looting table.
Hey, that's ammo.
Is it? We get ammo?
It is 3d8 bullets.
Yep. Do you want to roll the 3d8? Yep, 11 bullets.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna off into them.
You find a box of ammo that's partially full. And there's still more loot options to go. Looks like there's a lot to search through in here, though most of it's been torn open and wrecked.
Was that you looting or was that something else?
That was a repair
my
roll.
reroll on the repair roll because I failed the first one.
Ah.
So, yep, that's 3 out of 4 repairs done.
An 8 on a looting?
Hey, that's a really good one.
Yep, that's a med pack.
Let's see if I can not fail looting. See,
Typical.
like,
Typical.
Yep, you can definitely fail looting. I mean, oops. Not what you were going for, but you do find another frag grenade.
all right, Grunt. I guess this one's yours.
It's underneath the pillow. On
Who
someone's
got the
bed.
first frag grenade?
You found it. If you want to keep it.
Right, yep, that's cool. That's cool.
All right, having thoroughly searched the area and performed the repairs, there's really nothing else to do here. Do you want to move on to the workshop?
I guess I'm gonna recharge SWAT power pack, so I have a fully powered plasma rifle again.
Hoping at some point before
All
this
right.
point we'd have found a weapon.
Make your way out into the
Rocket
corridor.
launcher?
Yeah, you did find a rocket launcher, like first thing.
And 2 crowbars.
That's true. That's true. I'm not feeling the rocket launcher right now. But yeah.
In comparison to our last mission, we found a lot of ammunition and weapons, and like we're just rolling in crowbars.
As you enter in the workshop, you get this weird static over the comms again, but it gets louder and becomes more defined. It's gradually sounding less and less like white noise and static and more like thousands of screams. There's no other hazards or enemies in here, but you can see there's like lots of different equipment and tools, workstations, and sort of a large hangar-style door that's currently closed. That goes to the next area. There's some like heavy machinery here, like
Did we search
industrial
for a
district.
Did we search for a hidden room in the residential area?
Yes.
Um,
Okay.
Well, we searched for the hidden room. There's one per map,
Security
isn't there?
station.
yeah, there's only one hidden room, so there's we can say you searched
so-
for it and didn't find one, so because there isn't one to find.
Gotcha. Okay.
Was the workshop on the list of rooms to fix?
Yeah, there's some repairs that need to be done here to the
I
repair
critical
systems.
that.
Nice.
All right, you get a badass
Need a
point.
repair.
Yes. Which is great because that replaces the badass point I had to use to fix the last room.
Yeah, and you've achieved the secondary objective, so everyone can mark down that you get an objective point.
Nice.
And
That's 3.
you have access to the controls to open the door to the next chamber if you want to continue, unless there's something you want to do before you move on.
Hey, Leech, why don't you take a look around? You're good at finding stuff.
Yeah, there's loot.
Yeah.
Looting to do.
Loot the room. Loot the room.
Another 7.
Nice.
Look at that.
Another more. Yeah, obviously there's plenty of tools in here, so repair kit.
Oh. Well, could have been a crowbar. This is probably a crowbar.
Guess
then
what?
Find a crowbar right next to that. Yep.
I called it.
Last
Yeah.
one is a 10.
And another
Another
frag
frag.
grenade.
Does this
Uh,
count as a rest?
Nope, not yet.
Okay.
That'll probably be after the big fight in the next room.
And once you
Okay,
exit
alright.
this section, you get a rest.
Who's carrying the next frag grenade? We've got one on Grunt, one on Leech. Sorry, I forgot your Hellslayer name.
It's Leech.
Oh, it's
Lieutenant
Leech.
Kit.
Okay. So
Butter
one
bar.
on Kit, one on Leech, one on Grunt.
I'm pretty much maxed out on carrying stuff. The
Who's
lieutenant
got the
can't
rocket
carry
launcher?
anything. So
I have 2 slots left.
Or who has the rocket launcher?
the rocket launcher's on Jack.
The rocket launcher is on Jack. We should probably have the rocket launcher on a person so that it can be used at a push.
Well, it's a box with legs. You just pick it up and use it.
Those moving and stuff isn't that necessary. So okay, all right.
Yeah, it's got like arms and stuff on it, so it can actually like help you get gear quickly. Like, Jack, hand me the rocket launcher. There it is.
Okay, all right. In that case, yeah.
So who's carrying the last grenade?
It's you two.
Kit,
Okay.
I thought.
I can snag. Oh wait, it gets carrying it.
I thought so.
Kit
I
cannot
might be
carry
mistaken.
anything extra. I can carry a gun, the nanobots, and my drug injector, and that's it.
Okay.
Ah.
Grunt will take it.
Because I have a -3 in my strength.
So Grunt has a current load of 7 out of 8. He's getting up there. He's gonna drop the ration pack if need be, because grenades are more important. But yeah, he's at 7 out of 8.
I will carry the ration pack and burden myself to be slower than everyone else.
No.
I mean, I can carry the ration pack and not be encumbered. So
This spinach is mine. That said, how's everybody doing on ammo?
Well, I am at 36 of 48.
Cool.
21
How about-
bullets left.
Okay.
I have 25.
I'll give Kit and Leech each 10 bullets.
Thank you.
So that puts me down to 20 bullets, but gets each of you guys a pretty substantial surplus.
Yeah, considering I'm going for like 4 a turn, that's that's 8 turns worth of ammo I've got now.
Yeah, ammo gets depleted pretty quick. Crowbar is handy.
Oh yeah, yeah. Melee weapons are good.
Crowbars are overrated.
Says the guy who can't swing one.
All right, we open the door.
A squeaker hammer. Yeah, you could use that.
All right, you open up the door.
Sweet.
It actually opens fairly swiftly and rather silently. There's a little bit of noise to it, but it's not the big groaning mechanism you might expect from something so large. And yeah, you find that there's a really large cavern that's been excavated here. Lots of work's been done around. There's scaffolding in the walls and several places. And there's like just blood all over the place. Not many bodies or body parts, but you see a few here and there, including skulls on spikes and things. And then sort of at the opposite side of the room, there's a bunch of people, but no, you realize as they turn around and look towards you, they all have red glowing eyes. Almost all of them have a crowbar.
So you know what the answer is, right? Rockets.
And
are you sure that's the answer? Because sometimes the answer is grenades.
Rocket followed by grenades, because we have 7 rockets.
Explosives.
And so,
or as they say on the street, splody.
It's not an ambush, unfortunately.
Can we check for an ambush before we walk through the door? Like, shine a flashlight around, corner the room, thing.
It's generally assumed. It's generally assumed that you can that you're basically doing your best not to walk into an ambush. So when an ambush happens, we sort of assume you do those things and it fails anyway and skip all the dice rolling.
Oh no. All right, let's do it.
There is, if you get a recon drone that makes it so that you can't be ambushed, it essentially negates the ambush. I can't remember if there's any other odds or ends of special abilities or something that also might prevent ambushes, but that's kind of the main anti-ambush thing, is having a little recon drone.
I'd love to find some more drones. Must have an army of them.
So yeah, if you want to do stealth, you can basically give yourself some more time to take other actions before the enemies get to go. That said, you sort of have the drop on them as it is, so you can each take actions before they get to go.
Sweet.
Stealth.
And it doesn't look like they have ranged weapons, so they have to get to you first as well.
Okay.
So they're all clustered together.
Tech.
Well,
Tech,
anything in the zone taken by a rocket or a grenade.
Tech, are you going to be handling the rockets?
I have a +2 on agility.
Kit is handling the rockets. Drop the pistol, pick up the rocket launcher.
So the guy who individually loads each bullet every time he shoots at a zombie, we're going to give him the rocket launcher.
Yes.
Because he can only individually load the rockets.
Yeah, this is my forte. This is my skill.
Yes.
True.
Yes.
True.
Okay. Yeah, this actually makes a lot of sense.
All right. So do we want to lead with the rocket or the grenades?
Rocket.
All right. Going over my drug list, let's see if there's any that can help me. Reflex drugs, no. Rage, no. Regeneration, no.
Wait. Rage. How long does that last again?
It lasts until you can see no more enemies.
Can we inject Grunt with the rage right now?
No.
Okay. All right.
The last drug on my list is cocaine, so I will just do cocaine and then fire the rocket launcher.
Oh, I see you met the U.S. Army.
So you're going to target, see, one of the zombies looks like extra stinky. They're like It's got the sort of red aura around them. They're dripping the infectious goo.
Oh, yeah.
Do you want to target that one, or do you want to target one of the crowbar zombies as your main target?
I definitely don't want to deal with infection because it can be complicated. So that's definitely the one that's going to be at ground zero. All right, here it goes. It's a 9. I'm going to use a badass point to re-roll that. To an 11. Gosh darn it. And I don't think I have any other modifiers that could make that go to a 12. But it's still a missile, so if I don't hit him...
It's actually a 14 to hit in this case because it's outside of long range.
Oof.
Oh. Can I use my last badass point to try again?
Yeah.
I will do that because this is really important. Oh. The exact same number twice in a row.
Can he? Yeah, it's a roll to anything. Can he use one of my badass points to roll again?
Nope. He just uses his own badass points for his own rolls.
What about a painful success?
On a miss, the rocket still deals D8 damage to everything within the target zone.
Oh.
What is the painful success, though?
Shrapnel or bat blast deals D8 to you.
Yep, you take damage back.
Yeah, let's just do the D8 to everybody in the area and then throw over some grenades.
All right, so just roll once for all the enemies. So if you roll high enough on this D8, you might just wipe them all out, but you didn't.
5 isn't. That's going to be about 4 points to each of them.
Yeah, you blast them around a bunch, but they're still up.
Are you going to transition us to the room, Cliff?
Oh, sorry. I need to get used to doing that.
Woo!
There we go.
To chuck a grenade across that many zones, is there a minus?
If I had known, I would have moved closer.
Yeah.
I think I didn't specifically write it in the rules, but I think long range is going to be the maximum you can throw a grenade. So you'd have to move forward first.
Okay. Yeah, so Grunt is going to move forward and chuck a grenade. Let's see, what is that? And he's going to shoot at the big guy. Attack DR10. What is... attack to hit is 10.
Instead of 12, because you just have to get it close.
Gotcha. I see. Okay.
So, yeah, if you hit your target, you do more damage to them, but you're still going to damage everyone in the zone.
Okay, cool. I'm going to use my last badass point to re-roll that. Wow.
That looks like a crit to me.
So, yeah, you blow the hell out of the infected zombie.
Yeah.
And then roll
everything
D6.
just takes 8. Everything takes...
So
8.
You still roll damage for the secondary explosions. Or secondary effects.
It missed. Oh.
If you hit missed, you would have done D6 to everybody in the zone. But
very cool. Okay. So that was 8 damage to the big guy. He went kablooey. And now D6 to everything in the zone.
Yes.
Oh, that's so cool. Because I crit, does everything in the zone just take 6 flat damage?
No, you don't crit on the secondary damage roll.
Okay, cool. Yeah, okay, sure, why not?
Yeah, and that is actually just enough to finish them all off.
Wow, okay, cool.
So yeah, you launch rockets and chuck grenades and zombies just go exploding in all directions.
Explodey is the way to go, lads.
Yeah.
Look at all those guts.
It's kind of hard not to unless you close your eyes.
I think you find the technical term is giblets.
Tasty giblets.
Doesn't appear to be any hazards. Doesn't appear to be any hazards in here. No enemies left. So, yep, all there's left to do is do some looting and move on.
Do we need to repair this room? I mean, it is a big
Nope.
open cavernous hole in the ground.
Nope, the repairs, the repair secondary objective has already been completed.
Maybe some spackle on the wall or something.
I mean, it looks like there's some projects you could get into if you want to spend the time here, but it doesn't look like there's anything that needs to be done.
Yeah, they're not going to pay us for that, so no.
You get paid?
Yes, with more bullets and a ration pack.
Make sure to mark off a missile from our list. Oh, never mind. I found the marker board, so I pull out a plastic mat board that has some dash marks on it, and I take one of them off.
All right, going into some looting.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
There's plenty of crowbars.
Wow.
3. Actually, no. I'm gonna use a badass point on that.
Woo!
There we go.
Hey.
That was well spent,
And a 3
I think.
on the
So-
elite table.
A 3 on the elite table. What is that?
That is a plasma rifle and a power pack.
Nice.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yes. I'll have me one of them.
Those are pretty handy. Power pack basically recharges them for 12 shots. You get 3 shots per action. And I want to say it's D10 damage.
That is correct.
So yeah, they're power hungry, but powerful. And painful success means you use up D4 extra shots.
Yeah, but if you go overboard, it's bad for the power pack because you fry it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm reading that. Yeah, that's not good. I mean, I was hoping for a battle rifle, but, you know, a plasma rifle will work. So yeah, that was a badass point spent. That was badass.
Good deal. Good use.
And you get to keep rolling.
No, I don't think so. I think you get a
No, that was a
7.
painful. Yeah, I got a 7, so that was a painful.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see.
So, there's one power pack with it, right? That's what you said.
Yep. I
Yep.
can give you a spare because we had
Ooh, yes,
4.
please.
So you'll have 2, and I'll have 3, and one of them's depleted. If we
That works.
survive, I'm gonna get the nice ability that's similar to what Kit has, but it's for power packs.
Yeah, I saw that on your list.
Yeah, that's an awesome ability.
Is yours going to be a chest implant as well?
No.
You sure? Because, I mean, it's all the rage.
Yes, I'm sure.
I'm contemplating. Why is a polearm less damage than a sword? Never mind. I'm contemplating buying a polearm or a sword, just so that I have a proper melee weapon to use. But maybe that's down the line.
The crowbar is the ultimate melee weapon. Accept it.
Cyber blades. Nothing beats them.
Yeah, the cyber blades are probably one of the best melee weapons in the
They
game.
really are, especially with the other powers they get.
Yep, well, that's why you're the grunt. So, yeah, as you head on towards the exit room, essentially an extra access chamber on the way to accessing this tunnel that goes deeper into the mountain.
Yay.
Find that it's fairly cluttered with various debris and shut down or damaged machinery. It's a
Sounds like
fairly
perfect
small
place to
room.
search.
But it's also occupied. There are lots of zombies in here. As they turn towards you and sort of raise their hands up as if reaching towards you, you realize that many of those hands contain pistols.
Gun zombies? Damn.
Yes, there are gun zombies. There are 10 zombies with pistols in here.
How many zones are in this room?
2.
That's perfect.
Excellent.
Do you want to transition, Cliff?
Hey, Lieutenant.
There we go. Here's
Can
your tokens.
Falcone toss his last frag grenade? Are there any big ones to toss it at?
Let's use a rocket first.
Ooh, rocket first. Yeah, good idea.
Lieutenant, that's you.
So since we're so close, is it going to be a 14?
No, that's because of the right. That's because of the range. It's just a 12 now, I think.
Yeah, I think it's just a 12 now. All right, so yeah, there's one creepy looking infected zombie and like 10 more that have pistols.
I got a 13, so it's not a crit, but it's definitely a hit.
All right, what's you shooting a rocket at the infected one?
Infected one again, yes.
All right, so that's I want to say D12 damage to him.
D12 to him and D8 to everything else.
All right, so you blow him up,
to the big one.
Not the tiny bits or whatever. It's not an insta-gib, but it is enough to take it out.
And a D6 all the little ones?
D8.
Only 3, so I think with their
All
armor,
right.
that's 2.
Yep, so they all take some damage, but they're still up. But yeah, the one you hit with a rocket is not getting back up.
I'm standing next to...
lob a grenade. Sorry, go on.
I'm standing next to Jack as we come in. I'm just like, at this point, I heft up the rocket launcher. I struggle for a moment. I look at the gun in one hand as the zombies are starting to charge, and I throw it into the back of Jack. And I pull out a missile for the missile launcher, realizing my true goal in life is to carry this everywhere and stay next to the drone. Slot, fire. Yeah, sorry, I just had to get that RP out.
Jack's wonderful.
All right, Leech chucking a grenade.
Yep, I am lobbing a grenade. That hits. It's not quite a crit.
Yep, so it's a
DR10.
D8 to one zombie and then D6 to the rest.
So it will be a 7 on this one here. And
Right. I already did the different one, so I just moved that one over.
okay.
And then 3 more damage after the armor to everyone else.
Yes.
They're still up.
I figured they would be.
Catch. Grunt is going to toss his last grenade to this one right here. And he's going to wind up like a baseball player. And he's going to really wind up like the standing on one leg and everything. And then he's just going to chuck it right at the zombie. Okay, so D10. Sorry, not D10. Need to hit 10.
Yeah, you roll roll the hit first.
Difficulty 10.
Look at that.
Yeah, so
That
max
is a
damage.
crit.
That's a crit, yep.
That's beautiful. Okay, so he takes 8 damage, just blam.
Yeah, you blew the crap out of that one. Now roll anything other than a 1 on the damage roll, and now it jinxed you. And that'll take out the rest.
Look at that.
That's just enough, yeah. So yeah, shrapnel flies around, and the rest of the zombies are taken out. All of your ears are ringing from all the explosions in a small space, but yeah,
love
you're
that you
alive
say
to have ringing
anything-
ears.
I love that you say anything other than a 1, and I promptly roll a 2.
Yep. And yeah, this is the last room of the section. You can move on after the next section after this one, but yeah, you can loot here. The difficulty rating is a 16 for looting in this room, though.
Oof.
It's less likely to have loot in it.
Not quite.
Still close.
Yeah. You have any badass points left?
I have. I was going to save it for the boss.
Yeah,
I was about to
that's a
say
rough
it
one.
might be a waste of a badass point to do that, but there's the last time you used a badass point to reroll on a loot thing.
I got another crowbar, I think. A 2.
Yep.
Whoa.
Hey, you find extra crowbars.
Wow.
Can we loot all of them? Was it this room or the previous room they all had guns? It was this room, wasn't it?
Yeah, they all
Yeah,
have
in this
pistols.
room, there's a bunch of guns. All the pistols are damaged. But you have lots of repair kits.
Yeah, I'm really good at fixing stuff.
What about
So-
spare ammo?
If anyone wants a spare pistol, you can. Having 2 pistols lets you take more attacks per action with the pistols. But they also have, because they're pistol zombies, they have bullets on them too. I was just looking up how many.
That's what I was thinking. Just spare ammo, right?
Yeah.
So D8 bullets per zombie. So let's roll. Somebody want to roll 10d8?
Good lord.
That would be 45.
Yeah, you find 45 bullets amongst the various zombies. They had an average of 4.5 bullets apiece.
Yeah, I would fix these pistols, but unless we find another horse, the pack horse, we're not going to be able to carry them out.
I was going to say, I don't think we have. Well, if this is the last room, well, I mean, we could just go overburdened when we get home and sell all the pistols.
Yeah, let's do that. So let's take them into the next room. That's a transition room. Let's transition with them between scenes and drop them off. So there's 45 bullets. That's 3 15s. So I can get 15. Leech could get 15. Grunt could get 15.
Sure.
Okay, yeah.
I gotta say that rocket launcher and all those like frag grenades here and there have been some pretty good loot finds for you in this mission.
Especially since we're using them.
How many pistols do we find?
10.
10 damaged pistols.
You guys just want me to carry the 10 pistols?
So I just got a badass point because that's wait, no, never mind. Sorry, because it goes down. What it's base DR12 to fix them according to my arm, and it goes down by 2 because my drone is there to help me. So it's a 10, and it's a crit. And if I crit on a repair test according to my arm, I get a badass point.
Yes.
Oh my god.
So the first 2 are fixed. Oh no, I didn't fix the 6th one. Or the 7th, but the 8th, so we got 6 of 8 fixed.
Right.
And I can actually try to fix those because I just use up all the repair kit stuff, and we have multiples. But I don't feel like pistols are worth an actual repair kit.
So again, if you have 2 pistols, you get 4 attacks per action. That's the benefit of having a second pistol.
Sorry, we can dual wield?
Yeah, with pistols.
I'm totally gonna get. Well, I can't carry the pistol, so I'll just leave it in Jack and follow Jack around. And when something happens, I'll pull it out from Jack.
So what you do is you leave your drug injector in Jack, and just carry the 2 pistols.
But my drugs, I need my drugs. Yeah, no, I'm dropping the drug
right
injector into Jack, and I'm gonna dual wield pistols.
I'm sorry.
So many bullets.
That's why we have plasma.
All right, so you've completed the section, not the mission, but the section. Everyone gets to rest, which means you heal D6 hit points, or if you want to consume a ration pack, you can heal 6 hit points.
Yeah, I'll consume a ration pack and.
I heal exactly 1 hit point, which puts me back at full strength.
Yeah, I have full hit points, so I'm okay.
I would like to recoup one of the busted up med kits just in case, and then regain my hit points in case I fail. Oh, I critically failed. Fuck me.
You crit failed on the med kit?
I did on refilling it. So on a fumble, you take extra points of damage and cannot use the synthesizer for the rest of the game. So
things sort of like the safety systems locked down.
Yeah,
like
totally. I superheated it up. So it says an extra point. So I take a D4 plus 1.
Yep.
So 2, and then I take a D6 from resting, which is 1, so I'm down 1.
Yep, unless you wanted to consume the ration pack. But
so yeah, I go to one side of the room, unbutton my shirt, start playing with a bunch of the knobs, whistles, and tubes, hook it up, and I'm over by myself trying to get this taken care of, and there's a bunch of whirling and sparking noise, and I start yelling, "It's not interfacing right! It's not interfacing right! Why is it on fire? It's not in. This is not in the instructions. Oh my God! Get it off me! Get it off me!"
I think he should just accept it and let it burn.
all right.
Life lesson.
So you also, everyone gets, because you get a minor advancement at the end of each section, everyone gets 1 more badass point and +1 to your maximum hit points.
Ooh.
Nice.
And I think we've basically run out of time, so we'll continue this mission next time.
Cool.
Zombies are a lot more pleasant than the alien bugs were.
They are. They're a lot less evil.
Yeah, and they don't.
These were
I
pretty evil
agree.
zombies.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, there was the whole occult sacrifice room, so.
That's true. That's true.
And we haven't found the big bad zombie or zombie creator yet, so.
So
be
true.
Nope, that'll be in the next section where things get a bit more interesting.
Oh
You'll
no.
encounter some things that aren't aliens or zombies, though I guess you could count them as aliens in a way. There's definitely going to be some demons to face next time.
Oh no. But no cyber demons, because that's trademarked.
Is it?
I have no idea.
I don't think I've called them cyber demons, but you know, there might be a demon with a rocket launcher involved in this at some point, so you know. And it's not out of the realm of possibility, at least.
Well, good news. I have a rocket launcher too.
Oh, apparently the word cyber demon is not, in fact, trademarked.
Well, good to know. Well, I hope you all had fun. I had a good time.
I had a blast. Got to use my new piece
Yeah,
of
this
cyberware.
is fun.
Yeah, things went pretty well for you, except for that one scene with the ambush of the infected zombies. That was pretty nasty. Grunt actually got reasonably close to getting killed in that one. And,
Yeah, I got pretty shredded. That was no bueno.
went through a lot of supplies, sort of healing from the infections on those.
Yeah, that was a nasty first kind of room. Just oh shit, infections.
Yeah, definitely.
It was very interesting to get a chance to do the whole medic-y thing And I'm completely aware that when we get out of this session, I'm definitely putting a point into presence. I think my +2 in agility is enough. My +2 in toughness, I need to get my presence up so that I can be a better medic. But I have also decided I am taking my next power in grunt. I went through the whole list of grunt. Everything in there will be a bonus to my character.
Yeah, you get that random selection on that.
Even
Yeah,
if I
and
get the cyber spurs, they will still be a benefit. I can use them during surgery.
Cyber Spurs.
Now that might be trademarked.
That's
I don't
true.
think it is actually.
Excellent. Well, gosh,
When
we
are
should do some.
playing next?
Ooh, we have to decide that, don't we?
Sorry,
Yeah,
what?
I think the plan for this is every other week, but we've been kind of taking it month by month here. So, are we playing again in 2 weeks' time?
I like every other week.
Works for me.
So the next meetup would be on the 9th of May.
Ooh, that'll be,
I dig
if
it.
all goes according to plan, that'll be a week before the Kickstarter launch date for this game.
Heck yes.
That's perfect.
Yep, and then we'll have another session sort of right in the middle of the Kickstarter, and I think that'll be it for this actual play. I don't think we'll be playing this for like a super long time, but
No, this has been really great.
Yeah.
we won't see like the longer term things of like resolving the epilogue mission and whether humanity lives or dies when the clock strikes midnight in the doomsday clock. But that would take a lot of sessions to go through.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
This
I want to
is-
do 3 missions because if you survive 3 missions, you retire.
Yeah, same.
Yeah,
Because
no,
you're
I,
proven
I,
you're
that makes
valuable.
sense.
You're valuable, and so you're no longer going on suicide missions.
Okay.
I kind of like that idea. Like, if you're cool with it, Cliff, I would love to do 3 missions.
Keep going until we do 3 missions.
Yeah,
You know,
just enough to retire our current characters, you know?
I will tentatively agree to that.
Okay.
We'll see how things are at later on.
So I do have one other question for you. You mentioned a Kickstarter. This is a game that I would absolutely love to take to my friends and family and run a Hellslayers game for them, but I haven't purchased the Kickstarter. Is it okay for me to take this to friends and family and run a game for them, or is that a no-go for you? It's okay if it's a no-go.
Like, I would rather you not share out the document I shared with you because it's not
For
enough.
sure. Okay.
It's not enough form that I'm intending to present to the world. But if it's just like you and some people you're playing with at home or whatever, that's fine by me.
The idea,
just-
yeah.
I just don't want
would
it
be,
showing up somewhere for people to download and getting around because
No.
it's still ugly.
It would be me, myself. It would be me, my wife, and then my mother-in-law, and then my mother-in-law's partner. So
I know that'd be great, and I'd love to hear any feedback you guys have from playing the game.
cool. All right, I'll let you
mean-
know.
I do intend to get essentially an alpha version of the document out for the public at the time of the Kickstarter launch,
Cool.
but I want to polish it up a little bit more before then.
Can you shoot me a link or shoot us a link to the Kickstarter page?
Oh, let me see if that's up.
I know that right now I am not in a money position to buy anything, but I would love to share it to people.
All right, I shared the link there.
Fantastic. Very cool.
Sign up to get notified when the Kickstarter launches.
Yeah, this is awesome. Okay, very cool.
And I don't know if we can paste it into the stream chat.
We
I think I
can.
just type it.
You can
What's that?
definitely you can copy paste into the stream chat.
Very cool.
My Twitch thing up on the other computer here, so. I'll just type it in.
There it is.
All right. I think I typed that in correctly. I typed that incorrectly, not incorrectly.
It
Yeah,
takes you to the
think I
right
got it.
place.
Yeah. Awesome. So, yeah,
Very
feel
cool.
free to sign up there, and you'll get notified when the Kickstarter launches. And I'll have a sort of a alpha version PDF of the rules out at that time, so if people want to check it out and play it at home. We're going to be introducing, after you finish this mission, we're going to be introducing and trying out a new thing, because I figured based on what you were saying, it made sense to have an option to sell off loot and buy stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
There's certain things you can't buy, you only are going to get by looting them, and you get a really, really crappy deal on the trade-in, 20% versus what it's going to cost to buy things. But
Yeah, there's only so many pistols and crowbars you need.
right. So if you carry a bunch of pistols back and sell them, you'll get you some extra credits.
Which is, last time I checked, the quartermasters were always after that sort of stuff because, they've got to give the cadets something, haven't they?
I mean, I know that my character in particular, like I'm really looking for some heavier armor. Like there are a couple of like melee kit pluses I think I could use. Nothing extraordinary, but
Yeah, heavier armor is definitely something that I would be looking to buy. Even if it was just the one up, I don't need anything super spangly, but just that next level up of, that whole D6 of armor. That would make a huge difference.
Yeah.
It's an expensive upgrade, but yeah, that'll be an option.
Is the Aegis
Power armor you won't be able to buy, but
the grunt equipment D6, is the Aegis a shield? Like literally
Yes.
a metal shield?
it's literally a metal shield.
Okay, cool.
I had other names for it, like physical shield or metal shield or whatever.
Like
But
Aegis.
none of them sounded cool, but Aegis, I think, made sense to me.
Isn't Aegis, if I remember right, isn't that the name of like an IRL like shotgun shield? The shield they put on the barrel?
I'm not sure. I think the word just means shield.
I mean, probably
I think it was a kind of medieval shield. Let me look it up.
It definitely was. Well, while we continue to banter, I'd like to thank everyone for coming and hanging out with us. We definitely had a good time tonight. I enjoyed the antics, and the system is really coming along. I'm having a great time. I hope everybody else is as well. And you can catch us here in 2 weeks. Coming up on this Friday, we have Well of the Worlds on this channel. Definitely check out our schedule for what's going on over at Gen Con TV. This coming Thursday, there's a one-shot of fifth something another. Man, I am so terrible. My job is completely about the content that goes on over here, and I don't know what's happening. It's great. So good. But thanks so much for coming and hanging out. I'd like to wish you all a wonderful night. And you can see me, I'm waving, so this means we're going to actually stop the stream. What's the button? Where's that button at? Oh, there it is. And stop.